Street check, it's an arbitrary practice. It has been done by police officers for too long in Montreal and in Quebec, and it's a necessity that it stops right now.
The Standing Committee on Public Security held a public meeting today at Montreal City Hall to present two studies pertaining to police checks and road interceptions as they relate to racial profiling. Citizen organizations, advocacy groups for rights and marginalized communities gathered and are demanding that the only recommendation from the independent research team be implemented immediately, the moratorium on police checks, which is condemned as a fundamentally discriminatory practice.
We expect the City of Montreal and the Mayor Valérie Plante to take their responsibility and to declare publicly that street checks must stop and to take action to have a ban on street checks. It's a necessity, and we think that Montrealers must have their rights and freedom respected, and that social and racial profiling created by street checks need to stop right now.
The Quebec Court of Appeal upheld a 2022 lower court ruling last October that found the highway safety codes that provides for police checks violates the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms. And just last week, the Quebec government said it's taking that decision to the Supreme Court of Canada. I'd like to see a specific law on racial profiling. Then we'll try to see if it's possible to have one, and of course, that law would need to have teeth. That is, to be able to punish the forces of the status quo and anyone who directly or indirectly tries to combat efforts to combat racial profiling. More than 100 organizations have signed a declaration in favor of the ban following a campaign that was launched in February 2023.
The moratorium, it's a concrete and real action that will have results right now for daily lives of Montrealers.
In Montreal, Johanie Bouffard, City News.